Good morning, students. Yesterday we studied what is the use of second derivative test for the functions, right? What is the use? By finding that second derivative test, if you substitute any point in the, if you want to check the concavity and convexity of the function in the interval, so substitute the values from the intervals in f double dash of x. If you are getting f double dash of x is greater than 0, then concavity upward, then that means this is the shape of the curve, concavity upward. So in that interval, in any one interval, I open interval, okay, if f double dash of x is less than 0 in that interval, then concavity down, so curve will be like this, okay. So using the second derivative test, we can determine the concavity and convexity of the function. Here concavity up and convexity down. Here concavity down, convexity up, and we can determine the inflection, point of inflection also. Point of inflection means at some point x equal to c, when function is passing through this point, it is f double dash of x changes the sign from positive to negative or negative to positive, or we can say function is concave upward and concave downward when passing through x equal to c. Or another way we can say f double dash of x changes its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive passing through this point. Then this point is called c comma f of c is called point of inflection. Okay, this point is called point of inflection. As well as we can find the local maxima, local minima using the second derivative. If concavity upward, then it attains local minimum. If f double dash of x less than 0, then it attains local maximum. Observe here, this is maximum value where concavity downward. Observe here, this is minimum value, local minimum value in the interval when concavity upward. So how many uses are there? We can check the concavity and we can check the convexity, and we can determine the point of inflection using the second derivative, and we can find the local maxima, local minima also for the function at the point, right? Let us do one more problem, one more example problem on this concavity. Example, next example. Determine the intervals of concavity. Determine the intervals. Determine the intervals. Intervals of concavity. Determine the intervals of concavity of the curve. Of the curve. Of the curve. Y equal to 3 plus sin x. Y equal to 3 plus sin x. So given function is periodic function with a period 2 pi, and hence will be stationary points of inflection in each period interval. So see here, this is 3 plus sin x is periodic function. Periodic function means suppose if you are using here, what is the period of sin x? Sin x period is 2 pi. That means what is the period means if you substitute in place of x. See here, suppose f of x is a function. If you substitute in place of x plus a, again it will be same function, you will get x plus a. Then you can say a is called period of the function. Suppose I am taking this function, f of x is 3 plus sin x. Don't write in the solution, just I am explaining the what is period, right? Suppose I am substituting x plus 2 pi here, x plus 2 pi, then what you will get? 3 sin 2 pi plus x. 2 pi plus x, 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta means again you are getting 3 plus sin x. So which is f of x. So by adding 2 pi also the function will not change, you will get same function. So 2 pi is the period of this function. Okay, we can consider that. So write down here now solution in solution. Given function f of x is equal to 3 plus sin x. 3 plus sin x, which is periodic function. Which is periodic function. Periodic function. Function with period 2 pi. Period 2 pi. period 2 pi. Okay, and hence there will be stationary points and points of inflection in each period interval, and hence there will be point of there will be stationary points. Stationary points means where derivative is 0. Stationary points and point of inflection. Point of inflection. Point of inflection in each interval, in each period interval. Each period interval. Okay. Now I am finding the derivative of f dash of x, and I will consider one period interval which should have the length of the interval should be 2 pi. Why? Because its period is 2 pi. Okay. Right. This is the f of x. Now I am finding f dash of x. F dash of x is 3 derivative to 0. Sin derivative is cos x. F double dash of x. F double dash of x is minus sin x. So where derivative will be 0, the derivative will be 0 for all or for x equal to n pi. Any pi sin pi will be 0. For x equal to n pi, f double dash of x is equal to 0. F double dash of x is equal to 0 for x equal to n pi. So we can consider the interval. Now we can consider an interval minus pi to plus pi, whose size of the interval is 2 pi. Why? Because period is 2 pi. We can take minus pi to plus pi, right? Whose period is 2 pi. Okay, size is 2 pi. Now split this interval into two subintervals. Split this interval into two subintervals. Split this interval into two subintervals, minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi. Now I am checking f double dash of x, which is minus n x in this interval. F double dash of x in for all x belongs to minus pi to 0. So minus pi to 0, take one value, minus pi by 2, minus 90. Substituting sign, you will get positive quantity. F double dash of x is always greater than 0 in minus pi to 0. So in this interval, f double dash of x positive means concavity upward. So from in interval you can say by second derivative test, in interval minus pi to 0, function concavity upward, concave up, function concave up. Okay, and in the another interval f double dash of x, in another interval is 0 to pi. In 0 to pi it will be less than 0. So function concave down. Function concave down. So this is the one interval. So we can we determine it is concave upward, changes sign from plus to minus, positive to negative, passing through 0. So 0 is known as point of inflection. Like that you can using any n pi, at pi and at 2 pi, at 0, at 3 pi, the all values are known as points of inflections. Okay. So the general interval we considered pi to minus pi also. We consider that interval. No, the general interval need to be considered. The general interval need to be considered to discuss the concavity of concavity of the curve, or n pi comma n plus 1 into pi. See here, if you substitute minus 1, you will get minus pi plus pi, one interval. In that interval, it will be concavity changes its behavior, concavity upward to downward. So where n is any integer, So these are all, in every interval we have to check the concavity of the function. So in each interval, function behavior will be like that. It is concavity upward and concavity downward. So if you put 1, you will get pi to 2 pi also. Pi to 2 pi. In between pi to 2 pi, concavity upward and concavity downward. Okay. So like that, we can take these all intervals, and where n is integer, which can be discussed as before. So what is point of inflection here now? Point of inflections are at x equal to n pi. We are getting point of inflections. Why? Because the second derivative is 0 in case of f double dash of x. So if you put x equal to n pi in the function, you will get point of inflection. So I am substituting n pi. By substituting n pi, you will get what is the function? 3 plus sine n pi. Sin n pi will be 0. For any n integer, it will be 0 for all n belongs to z. So what is the point of inflection? You can take any n pi in place of x, and you will get the output is 3. So n pi comma 3 is the point of inflection, or the points of inflection, points of inflections. Okay, where second derivative is 0. Now extreme using second derivative test. Extrema using second derivative test. Extrema means local minima, local maximum. Extrema. How to check extrema using second derivative test? Extrema means to locate the minimum value and maximum value. So write the theorem, second derivative test theorem statement. Suppose C is a critical point. Critical point means where f dash of x is 0, or f dash of c is 0, or f dash of c may not be exist. Right? I am taking C as critical point at which f dash of c is 0, at which first derivative is 0, and f dash of x exists in neighborhood of c, and f dash of x exists in neighborhood of c. Exist in neighborhood of c, and that f dash of c exists. Then f has a relative maximum. Relative maximum is nothing but local maximum. Okay, relative maximum value at c if f double dash of c is less than 0. It is less than 0, concavity downward. Concavity downward means so it has local maximum at f double dash of is less than 0. right? It will be like this, no? Concavity downwards, it obtains maximum value when f double dash of c less than 0, and f has a relative minimum value at c if f double dash of c greater than 0. So if f double dash of c greater than 0, it has minimum value, less than 0, it has maximum value. Just remember that second derivative is to less than 0, then it has maximum value, greater than 0, minimum value. Well, because here less than 0 means concavity downward, so curve will be like this, so it obtains maximum value. Here f double dash of c greater than 0 means it obtains a minimum value. Why? Because here concavity upward, it obtains minimum value. Okay, this is the use of second derivative test. If f double dash of c is equal to 0, f double dash of c, if it is f double dash of c is 0, then test is not informative, that means not useful, right? If f double dash of c equal to 0, then test is not useful. Then second derivative test is not useful. At the time you have to go back to the first derivative, not useful. You can use the first derivative test to find the minimum and maximum, right? By increasing decreasing we can identify where it is minimum, where it is maximum. Okay, right. Now let us do one example problem. Find the local extrema of the function. Example, find the local extrema. Find the local extrema of the function. Find the local extrema of the function f of x is equal to x power 4 plus 32x. X power 4 plus 32x. Now solution. We are finding local maxima, local minima. So this is the given function given. I am finding f dash of x, 4x cube, this one, 4x cube plus 32. So I am taking, let f dash of x equal 0. By taking f dash of x equal to 0, you will get the critical points. So 4x cube plus 32 is equal to 0. By taking 4 common, x cube 4 8 is equal to 0. Now here we have x cube plus 8 equal to 0. X cube plus 8 you can write as x cube plus 2 cube whole cube is equal to 0. Sorry, a cube plus b cube, a plus b into a square minus ab 2x plus b square is equal to 0. So it has only one real root, x plus 2 equals 0. So by taking x plus 2 equals 0, x is equal to, so it will have, here you will get unreal roots, here real root, only one root, that is minus 2. X equal to minus 2 is only one critical point. Okay, so at that point I am checking the second derivative test. Okay, I got x equal to minus 2 as a critical point. Now find second derivative, f double dash of x. This is f dash of x, and f double dash of x 12x square. Derivative of x cube, 3 4s are 12 and x square 32 is 0. Now I am checking the second derivative test. Test minus 2. Okay, why? Because minus 2 is the critical point. F double dash of minus 2. So minus 2 is you get 4 to the 48 which is positive. So if it is positive, then concavity, if it is positive, concavity is f double dash of greater than 0, concavity upward like this. So it attains minimum value. So therefore function has local minimum. Therefore function has local minimum. Already I said, if it is greater than 0, minimum value. If it is less than 0 maximum value. Function has local minimum or relative minimum. Local minimum, minimum at x equal to minus 2. Local minimum value is local minimum value. Minimum value is local minimum value is f of minus 2, f of minus 2, f of minus 2. So what is the function? In the function we have to solve. The function is x power 4 plus 32. X power 4 means minus 2 power 4 plus 32 into x minus 2. Minus 2 power 4. 4 for the 16. 16. This is 4, 6 minus 64. Minus 64 means you will get 48. Yes, minus 48 is the local minimum value, and we can write the extreme point. What is extreme point? Extreme point is minus 2 comma minus 48. Right, telling minimum value at minus 48. It is called extreme point. Okay, here we are having this point is denoted by minus 248. That is extreme point. That means at that point we are getting the minimum value. What is the minimum value? Means minus 48. Where it is getting means x equal to minus 2. So if you need extreme point, you have to write x coordinate and corresponding function value here. That point is known as extreme point. Okay. Right. Next example. Find the local extrema of the function. Find the local extrema of the function f of x is equal to 4x power 6 minus 6x power 4. So this is the function. First of all, we have to find first derivative. First, to find the local extrema, first of all, we should find f dash of x. First of all, by finding f dash of x, you will get 6 to 4 the 24 x power 5 minus 24 x3. So after that, you have to take f dash of x equal to 0 to get the critical points. Then after, second derivative takes. So I am taking derivative, first derivative is 0. So from that you will get the critical points. So by taking x cube, 24 x cube common, you will get x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So here we are getting x is equal to 0, 1 root, and here x square minus 1 equal to 0. That means x is equal to x plus 1, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Here we are getting minus 1 and plus 1 also. So how many critical points we are getting? 0, minus 1, plus 1. So hence the critical numbers are. X is equal to 0, minus 1, plus 1. Now I will find second derivative. What we got? F dash of x, actually we got 24 x power 5 minus 24 x cube is first derivative. Second derivative will be f double dash of x. 24, 5 for the 20, 2 carry, 5 to the 10, 120. Right? 120 x power 4 minus 4 3s are 12, 172 x square. This is second derivative x. Now I am checking f double dash of x at 0, at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, f double dash of x, f double dash of 0 is equal to 0. So here second derivative is 0. So we cannot say the extrema of the value the value at 0. So we cannot say about local extrema of the function at x equal to 0. So we have to go back. We have to go back for first derivative test. We have to go back for first derivative test. Okay. And I'm checking. Before that, I'm checking at -1 + 1 also. What we have, f double dash of x is 120 x power 4. 120 x power 4 minus 72 x square. Suppose I am checking at x equal to -1. At x equal to -1, f double dash of -1 value is 48. So which is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, f has, by second derivative, f has local minimum. Right? At x equal to 1, and that point is -1, local minima. So to find local minima, we have to substitute in that. Therefore local minimum is at x equal to -1 is f of -1. What is the function? Given function 4x power 6. 4 minus 1 power 6 minus 6 minus 1 power 4. So 4 minus 6, this is -2. Next, at x equal to 1. At x equal to 1, f double dash of 1. So 120 minus 72. 120 minus 72, and 120 minus 72 is also 48. So there also it has local minimum greater than 0. So f has local minimum at x equal to 1. So local minimum value. How to get local minimum value? Local minimum at x equal to 1. Substitute 1 in the function f of 1. Both are different intervals. It is -1. At -1 local minima is different. At +1 also we are getting local. Number of local minimas we can get in the entire interval. Okay. So 2 local minimums we are getting at -1 and +1. And we are not able to check the extrema at 0. So for 0, I will go back to the first derivative test. Okay. After completion of this, f of 1. By substituting 1 here, 120 minus 72. Sorry, it is a derivative test. Second derivative. No? You have to substitute in the function. Function is 4 into 1 power 6 minus 6 into 1 power 4. Again it is -2. Okay. Now at x equal to 0, I am checking the first derivative. Is it increasing or decreasing? So I will split the intervals. At the critical point, intervals are -1 left hand side, -1 to -infinity, and -1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to infinity. Right? Sine of f dash of x. Sine of f dash of x. Sine of f dash of x. What is f dash of x function value? F dash of x we got as 24x cube into x square minus 1. So at left hand side of -2, take -2 here, minus 2 whole square positive, so you are getting negative here. Take any one number and substitute in this. Check the sign alone. So minus 1 to 0. From -1 to 0, suppose I am taking minus 0.5, minus 0.5 whole cube minus 0.5 whole cube whole square plus 1. So it is also here you are taking less than minus 1, so this quantity will be very less. Okay. So it is negative and this is negative, automatically positive. 0 to 1, 0.5 positive, here negative, you are getting negative 0.5 by substituting 0.5. This is positive but this is negative, right? Next 1 to infinity, always positive. So here behavior of the function, that means monotonicity. Behavior means monotonicity. That means is it increasing or decreasing? Monotonicity. So negative means decreasing, strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing. So you can use this symbol, decreasing, strictly decreasing. Here strictly increasing, strictly increasing, strictly increasing. Now here strictly decreasing again, strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing. Here strictly increasing, strictly increasing. So in this minus 1 to plus 1, this is minus infinity to minus 1. In this function is decreasing. Function is decreasing means it attaining minimum value at minus 1, strictly decreasing. Okay, then it will increase. So at minus 1 it is, see here, minus infinity to plus infinity, minus infinity to minus 1, it is decreasing function, minus 1. So it obtains local minima at minus 1. Next to minus 1 to 0, increasing like this. This is 0 and this is 1 and this is plus infinity. So plus 1 to 0, increasing. That means at 0 it attains maximum value. From 0 to 1, decreasing, 0 to 1 decreasing, 1 to infinity again increasing. So at 1 minimum value, at minus 1 minimum value, at 0 it attains maximum value. Why? Because it changes to plus to minus. Okay, by first derivative test we can say that f of x has maximum value. From this we can observe that, we can say that therefore f dash of x changes sign positive to negative, positive to negative, negative, passing through x equal to 0. Therefore function has maximum value. Therefore function has maximum, local maximum at x is equal to 0. What is the local maximum value means? You have to substitute in the function. So local maximum value is f of 0. So f of 0 is 4 into 0 power 6 minus 6 into 0 power 4, that is 0. This is the local maximum value. So this is the procedure to use the second derivative test. Okay, in this way you have to solve the exercise problem.